Good day to you. I'm just back from EBC and I thought I'll make this video to share with you all the accessories that I actually used on this trek. So you could treat this as a review of the items that I used, plus I'm also going to share information about what the others in the group were also using. So we'll start from toe to the head. First we'll speak about the shoes. You need a very good pair of shoes. I actually did trekking before the Everest Base Camp, but it's recommended to have a waterproof shoes. And that's the only reason why I went in and bought a new pair of shoes from Columbia. And the others in the group actually had used Quechua, Columbia, Timberland, and none of them had any issues with the shoes. Shoes were good, especially about this shoe. My personal experience, this is called Buxton Rich, and the sole was made out of rubber. It's very good. It's waterproof. We did trek in snow as well as in rain, and not a drop of water actually got into the shoes. And didn't have any blisters, no shoe bites, nothing of that sort. So the shoes were good, and the only specification that Naveen, our trek lead, actually was sharing with us is that you definitely need an ankle high shoe, and that's going to be helping you to ensure that your ankles are in place when you're trekking up and down. And EBC especially has rocky places. It's not going to be even all through the trek. So this definitely will help you. Shoes, I strongly recommend this. I had no problems. Everything was fine with the shoes. Next, to do with the socks. I did buy 4 pairs of socks. This is woolen, and this actually was useful for me when the temperature was going into single digits or minus. So this was good. This is from Quechua. You can actually get this woolen from them, from Decathlon. These two pairs are also from Decathlon. I did have problems with this, so I wouldn't recommend if you have a shoe size of 10 in India, so which is UK size. I did have a problem with these socks. The only problem that I had was my toe fingers were actually getting stuck between, and I actually had blisters in the last 2 days. So socks, while the others who had 8.5 of size, they didn't have a problem with these socks. All of them had the socks. It's just me. If you have a size at the greater than 8.5, I wouldn't recommend this. This is the maximum that they had. So perhaps it's good to pick up something else. I did pick up activewear socks from Van Heusen. That actually lasted very well. The reason why you don't actually carry cotton is just that it absorbs sweat. It would smell. So that's the only reason why you actually avoid cotton and then go for these kind of socks. Woolen has the same kind, but you do have to keep your feet warm. So it helps to take woolen. And in the night we carried specific separate woolen socks so that you can keep your feet warm. Then for the trousers, I took 3 of them. One as a backup. Let me talk about the first one. This is from Columbia. It's water resistant. All of them have an adjustable belt, so it helps you to keep yourself in place, and you would lose 3 to 4 kgs during the trek. So this does help. So this was good. It served me very well. Strongly recommended. This is from Columbia. I think it's made out of, it's the brand is called titanium or something of that sort. This was nice. This was good. Strongly recommended. This I bought it from Decathlon. This was also water resistant. Served me very well. Strongly recommend this as well. This is from Decathlon. I think it's from Forclaz. From Decathlon. Yes, it's from Forclaz. The third one, I did have a backup just in case one of them actually gets completely wet or maybe it gets torn. Then I did take a third one, a backup, which is like a convertible, so that this can be used as shorts as well. So that's to do with the trousers. For the first line, it's recommended to have dry fits. Again, for the same reason, cotton absorbs moisture. So in cool temperatures or in cold temperatures, it would actually absorb some moisture in it. Plus your sweat, it's going to help you, and if there's a cool breeze, you would actually feel very cold. That's the reason why dry fit is actually recommended. The first one, I got this from Columbia. This was a good one, strongly recommended. This already has UV protection, so you don't have to wear sunscreen for your hands. Full hand is recommended again. This is a good one. And I picked up some sportswear, some performance wear from Van Heusen, activewears. This is also a dry fit, again, full hand. Both of them served me very well. Then comes the second layer, which is the fleece jacket. This did serve its purpose very well. I bought this from Decathlon. This is from Forclaz again, no, Quechua. The only complaint that I had was that the zip was not completely available. It was just until the chest height. So as you can imagine, when you have to layer yourself, sometimes you would feel too warm and you might want to remove it. And sometimes you will feel very cold and you might want to layer up. So a complete zip so that you can actually easily slip in and slip out of it. That is what is recommended. I didn't think of this while buying. Otherwise, this actually served the purpose extremely well. Then for the third layer, this is a jacket that I bought from Columbia. It had the Omni Heat technology, so this would actually reflect heat and would try and preserve your body heat inside. And it's a down jacket, and so this really served very well. Strongly recommended. I can't actually bear cold weather, and so this 3 layers really helped me. I did buy one more pair of, so maybe I'll bring it and show it later on. I did buy one more inner from Columbia. Had the same technology, Omni Heat, so it tries and preserves the body heat and helps you stay warm. That's to do with the upwear. Then let me show you some buffs that I bought. These I bought from Columbia, and I mean Columbia store. And these are from Merino wool. They're made out of Merino wool, so helped me stay warm. I even picked up a neck warmer. This is from Decathlon. They all serve their purpose really well, and strongly recommended to wear a hat. So even though it's cold, you would always be out in a sunny place. So a complete round hat would certainly helps you to keep your neck as well not exposed to the sun. This I bought it from Columbia. Strongly recommended. Nice, was served its purpose. Then for the gloves, these I bought from Columbia. This was they were very functional. I used them almost every time I was out there at the higher altitudes. Again, has the same technology. It can actually preserve your heat. This was good. Strongly recommended. Did buy one more pair. I might have used it in Kalapathar if I had trekked up completely to the peak. It was snowing that day. The group did use a thicker gloves, but I didn't. Again, I didn't use it, so I can't say, but supposed to be good gloves from Columbia again. Then you need to buy a poncho. So even though all these are water resistant, it's good to buy a poncho. I bought this from Decathlon. Very good ones. We did trek in the rain, as I said before. Quechua, from Quechua. This actually strongly recommended. It served its purpose very well. Then for the caps, woolen caps, very good to keep your ears closed. Of course, I used the puffs as well to cover them, and this was the other way to actually keep yourself. This I already had, so I did not buy something new, but you would find this in Columbia store or in Decathlon based on the budget that you are looking for. You can actually find one for yourself. Strongly recommend hydration bags. I already had them. I'm a biker, motorcyclist. So I used to use this on motorcycle and while cycling. Very nice and handy. You can keep them in your day bags or in the backpack. I'm going to show you what backpacks I actually used. Instead of carrying water bottles, imagine you'll have to actually reach out to the bag to be able to drink water from it. Whereas this, you can sip the water on the go. And the Trek lead was very specific that we have to actually drink 2 liters of water. So good if you actually buy 2 liters of water. This is Ogio. I strongly recommend this, but there are others who actually bought items from all sorts of brands, notably one from Decathlon. So it serves the purpose. Definitely something that you should buy. For the bags, this was my day bag. This is Deuter. I bought this from Columbia store. I liked it, but one complaint that I had is that this is like a military black, so there's no other accessibility to it. So if you slip in anything and you want something, you would have to slip in your hand completely in order to actually take it out. That's the only problem. Otherwise, this was a good bag. It comes with a rain cover as well. So everything was good. And you can, of course, keep your trekking poles. I used a day bag only because we had porters to carry the other bag. I'm going to show you what the other bag is. If you're going to not use a day bag, or if you're not going to use a porter, then I would strongly recommend the other bag that I'm going to show you. That's good enough. This is about 30 liters. 30 liters is good enough for the day bag. And what goes in a day bag, probably I'll also try and add another video of what I had in my day bag. Basically, whatever you could reach out and immediately need, because remember, the porter bag is not going to be with you. It's going to be taken away from you from the morning, and you will get it back only in the evening when you reach the destination. So basically, your items for layering, that needs to go in. Your caps, that needs to go in. Any other, your camera or anything else that you want to carry, everything goes in here. So a good bag, Deuter. Just the one complaint. What I liked about this bag is this. It has an aluminium, actually a support for the back. So at no point of time I actually had, I could actually feel the weight on my back. So that way this was good. And it also had, since there's space here, there was always breeze that could actually go in. So my back was never wet. So that way this was a good bag. The other thing that I actually could complain about, I would have loved if they actually had a pouch here so that you can access items. But anyway, I used another bag, which could be actually owed to your hip. So this was very helpful. Came from Columbia. That's something that you can also hold. It can hold a half liter of bottle. And I usually carry a Swiss Army knife always with me, even though you might never need it. You never know. You might need this as well. And then a headlight. Again, this would help you to trek up, like for example, to Kalapathar or anywhere else when it's too dark. This would certainly help you. And yeah, something that I would need to tell you. At higher altitudes, the battery gets discharged. So you would have to remove the battery. For instance, when I was closer to Kalapathar, when I switched it on, it didn't switch on. It was a brand new battery. So the trick is to remove the battery and rub it between your palms, give it some warmth, and then put it back. It works there. So that's a tip that I can actually share with you guys. But otherwise, I used to carry power banks. This is how I was actually keeping my batteries charged, even though, again, even the power banks get discharged at higher altitudes very easily and fast. So it's good to wrap that also and keep it warm. Helps you to keep the power for a longer time. This is the porter bag. If you don't have porters, probably this is the bag that you should carry. Strongly recommended. This I bought it from Decathlon, from Forclaz. What I like about this bag is that even though it's a military bag, you can access your items right through different ways. You can actually buckle up your items here. There are, I could actually keep my flask and water bottles. Both of these bags actually have provisions to keep your hydration bag, so that your hydration bag stays in place. This is a 50 plus 10 liter. You could also keep your shoes if in case you want, and you certainly need a normal pair of slippers so that you can wear them at night. And that's something I bought a Croc, and that was actually helpful. Otherwise, this is a 50 plus 10 liters of capacity, and this was very good. Trekking poles, strongly recommend them, especially this model. This, I bought it from Decathlon, again from Quechua. The beauty of this is that when you're trekking up, when you need to climb up, then you could hold it this way. While when you're trekking down or you're on a decline, you could use it this way. And so this extra thing that you have here greatly enabled me to be able to use my shoulders and the upper part of the body, so that I was not straining my thighs and the knees so much. Okay, that's all I had to show you. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions, and I'll try and answer them. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.